we will have to create more housing in inner city for the most number of people, so that the next generation doesn't have to stay far away from inner city, doesn't have to own a car, they can stay in inner city, they can walk, they can take public transport to work, and they can live a healthy lifestyle without having to resort to long commute home every day. In the last 50 years, we have seen many Malaysians leaving rural areas, entering into urban life. So this paradox is interesting. It has resulted in Malaysia building some of the most sprawling living conditions. For those who are Malaysians, you realize that now we call Seremban, Gajang, Semenge, Shah Alam, and Klang part of KL, which wasn't the case 50 years ago. But these contradictions or paradox resulted in very high dependency on private vehicles, which in turn results in high carbon emission, and now more challengingly, the needs for more petroleum to support such a national lifestyle. That as the Silicon Valley of the East, they should be working with the semiconductor industry to build housing, to house young engineers, and not aiming to sell those houses to foreigners. Now we have a situation where, because of the wage arbitrage between Malaysia and Singapore, most of the young engineers are working in Singapore. But the only way to get them back without the industry paying the same rate or same salary of Singapore is to really have housing to build a more sticky job environment in Penang and other parts of the country. So the more occurrence of major financial crisis caused by property bubbles. In Asia, the burst of Japan's property bubble in 1990 and 1991 resulted in more than 3 lost decades. The Asian financial crisis in 1997 had a lot to do with the exuberant sentiments at the time, which resulted in insane building sprees with foreign loan. Everything ended in tears, and in many ways, countries like Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia still experience the lingering legacies of 1997. The property bubble that burst in China in 2022 is now affecting the world in multiple ways. For instance, as demand in China wanes, China's export more globally, causing anxieties among manufacturers in Southeast Asia. And we all know the subprime crisis that resulted in the global financial crisis in 2008. And it should be a lesson for all in the real estate fraternity that the first and foremost responsibility for anyone in the real estate sector is to spot, to prevent, and to stop any bubble from forming.
To remain on the stage.